Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I made a video, um, but I was told by a friend, a good friend, that need to back off watching all the videos, uh, about narc abuse because it wasn't really helping me anymore. It was triggering me a lot, so I gotta be really disciplined more than ever to uh, back off watching the narcissist abuse videos because those are in itself very triggering, because for me, you know, I just start remembering all the shit I went through growing up, because none of my life made sense, uh, and I still can't make sense of my upbringing. I can't make sense of it. Uh, a lot of it's a big blur. Uh, and I think it's a big blur for protective reasons, um, because um, I think I saw and witnessed some unnatural stuff, um, but I'm making a video because I have been kind of struggling, so I'm kind of trying to catch myself mentally, uh, of I don't know, stopping reminiscing, you know. I've had a real bad problem with reminiscing, um, obsessing about the past, and I know it's a problem that it's been hard for me to stop, because my mind is so used to it, uh, being in that pattern. But I don't know. I do think my mind's getting sharper. I did some theta healing uh, last month in the month of June. Uh, it's for PT. It's for people that have PTSD. That talk therapy didn't really help them. Because talk therapy didn't really help me that much, um, as fast as I wanted it to. That's for sure. I didn't feel like I was getting anywhere with talk therapy, and I know that I'm part of the issue of I have to do the work, you know, on my off time, on myself. But um, I don't know. That's a really that's a real shitty part about this uh, road is that I have to do the work. I can't pass the buck to somebody else. I have to do the work myself on myself, and it's maybe it'll be good for me in the end to be the one that has to do all the work on myself 24/7, you know, but I wasn't really used to doing all the work for myself 24/7, growing up, So it's something that my mind has to learn is just taking care of myself at 24/7, Um, because there is that tempting uh, side of me that doesn't really want to do the work that it takes to heal, myself. Um, and I know I gotta push that side of me to the side and like really step up to the plate. And I was telling my friend today, you have to become super strong mentally. I mean, I have to reach a point of strength mentally that I've never even thought possible, that I never even imagined. I have to eventually reach that point. Otherwise, you're susceptible to hoovers. If you don't become strong mentally, if you don't work on all your weaknesses, and you don't um, strengthen up in your mind, and you don't get rid of your bad habits of messing around and not taking things seriously, like you're susceptible for to hoovers. You know what I mean? Like you really have to be serious, like really serious about becoming like Superman mentally. You have to become like Superman mentally. Like no one can fuck with you mentally, and even your thoughts can't fuck with you either. You know what I mean? Like even your thoughts can't fuck with you. Your own thoughts, your memories, your reminiscing, even those can't fuck with you. You are that strong mentally. That's the kind of mental strength that I'm talking about, is that mental strength of like nothing can fuck with your mind. Nothing. That's the kind of strength I'm talking about. Because with these predators, it's all about fucking with your mind and manipulating you. That's what it's all about. And so, like, if you become uh, a person that can't be manipulated, you're a pretty tough son of a bitch. If you can't be manipulated anymore, you become that strong. That's that's pretty much the goal. But like, it seems like it's a long ways away for me to like get to that point. But I don't know. I admit I struggle. I do struggle. This is a road I never wanted to walk. I never wanted to walk this road, and that's part of my problem. Is like I'm like dragging my feet, because I never wanted to walk this road. There was never supposed to be a healing road. That was never in the cards. Growing up, a healing road. You know, there there's a way out of the hell that I grew up in. That wasn't even an option. The hell that I grew up in, I didn't even think there was a way out of it, you know, successfully. And live, I didn't think there was a way out of that hell and live, and actually have a chance at a real life. I didn't see that option at all. It was the most despairing scenario I've ever could imagine for anybody, growing up. But I don't know. But I have separated, but I guess a couple years separated isn't really that long of a period of time. So I have to give myself more slack and a little more credit than that than what I'm giving myself. Um, because compared to 30 years or so around these individual entities, whatever you want to call them, 2 years really isn't that long of a time. So um, I have to kind of regroup. I feel like I have to regroup with myself a lot. Like regroup. You came this far, regroup. you can keep on going, you know, it's just like, but I don't really know where the road I'm going is. I just know the road behind me fucking sucked, you know. Anything's better than what the hell the life I was living before, you know. Um, Pretty much just being a bitch boy to these entities, like a walking whipping post to these entities, you know, like that's all I was just someone for them to fuck with, you know, just a mouse for the cat to fuck with. That's all it was the fucking mouse. You know, that's it. Uh, it was a sad existence, but that's kind of how like they trained me to be. You know, just that psych, just that you know the person that just takes the beatings, takes the insults, takes whatever they want to dish out. I was that person that was on the receiving end of all that shit, and they made me think that it was my duty, you know, my job, my duty to the family was to be this whipping post, just their personal Jesus whipping post, right around them. That's how they made me feel. Was I'm this personal whipping post for them, and it was fucked up. But you know, I didn't know it was fucked up growing up. You know, like when they condition you to and train you to be this whipping post, you don't think it's fucked up. You just think it's, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be. You know, this is who I am. You know, I'm the martyr. I'm the self-sacrifice person. You know, give my shirt off my back for anybody kind of a person. You know, um, at the expense of myself. You know, but anyways, I don't know. I just felt like making a video. You know, to help me stay in the present. You know, uh, stay in the now. You know, I have I have made some progress. You know, in the last 6 months, I've made some good progress, and I can't discount that any. You know, even though it's been hard to work on myself um, and learn skills and behaviors that I've never learned before. You know, like life skills. You know, like I was saying in another video, like my life skills and my social skills in real life really sucked. You know, I mean, it's gotten better. I feel like I'm a little more confident um, in public than I used to be. That's for sure. Um, I never wanted to go into public. You know, I hated crowds. I hated being around people, but I've gotten better. You know, and that might be the theta healing that I did that has made me more comfortable around people. Um, More than one person has noticed that I seem to be in a better place mentally. So something may have worked. You know, they do the theta healing on soldiers, so with high success. So basically got what soldiers that come back from war do, you know. So anyways, but I don't know. Part of me today was just like um, cutting myself down, just saying that, just thinking that I'm too messed up, you know, to live a real life, you know. But I can't I can't just cut down myself. I need to stop doing that. Um, um, my self hate is pretty evident that I need to work on. I can't keep cutting myself down. It's like I'm continuing the scapegoating, um, where my family's, you know, where walked away from the family. I kept scapegoating myself. You know what I mean? I kept treating myself like shit, basically, afterwards. And so I have to not scapegoat myself because, like, nobody else treats me this bad around me. So, like, I gotta start treating myself better, and I gotta start taking care of myself better, you know? Um, like I'm like I'm a worthwhile human. So I don't know. But that's the main thing I wanted to say for this video. Just um, the main thing is it's a hard road. Like, even I get lost, I get lost because, like, I was controlled for so long in this false world, this false prison world. I was controlled for so long. I was brainwashed. I was taught lies for so long. I was controlled by rules for so long that, like, my brain struggles with freedom. Like, I'm not used to freedom, and so it's very hard for me to handle me making my own choices and being a free person. Like, it's very different. It's very stressful. It's very, um, I guess you can say, like, I was institutionalized, like in a prison type of a thing, growing up in a cult, like my mind got institutionalized, but I don't know. And then, how people from prison struggle when they get out of prison, it feels like that type of a deal. But, anyways, like, I want to really believe that the universe knows how to help me. The universe is on my side and all that, but I still don't fully believe it totally is on my side. Totally, like, you had to have lived the first half of my life to understand, why I don't really trust the universe or anything like that, fully. Like, even the universe has to gain my trust, with time, Be- but it's a process, I don't even know how to live a life. I don't even know where to begin to live a real life because I never lived a real life. I was just controlled. Um, so that's been a struggle. It was like, I don't know how to live a real life. I don't know where to begin. So I guess it begins with me. Finding myself within myself. I don't know. But anyways, I just realized I have to work on a lot of shit, a lot of weaknesses. Um, I have to overcome a lot of weaknesses if I am to succeed. Um, you name it, any addictive behavior I have, I got to work on that. Even being addicted to abuse, I got to work on that, uh, because I can see how they could be a problem for me if I don't work on them. Like, how I can be a target for another abuser or another predator if I don't strengthen myself up even more so from here. Uh, because if I'm taking this seriously, fully seriously, then I really have to strengthen my mind, my emotional state, Um, like if I'm really going to be on the planet, and because a part of me thinks like the universe will give me the easy out, but that's not gonna happen. I can see that now, that the universe is not gonna give me the easy out that I hoped for. Um, so I gotta figure out work on my weaknesses, and um, take this life a lot more seriously than I have in the past, because I kind of mentally gave up on life a long time ago, and I've been trying to get my wanting to live mindset back out of nowhere, basically. Um, I don't know. I'll figure it out. You know, the universe knows how to push me. The universe knows how to make me grow, get me out of my comfort zone. So I'm not alone in this kind of helping me type of a thing. They help me in ways I never even think of. Um, Definitely not in ways of like worldly type of ways. Um, because I don't know, I wasn't taught a lot of things growing up, so the universe has to teach me a lot of things. Um, like how to be a real man and stop being like a, a broken down kid, bitching all the time. But anyways, I'll figure it out. It just gets kind of rough sometimes, and I'm sure you all know that. Um, you other survivors know this. It can get pretty rough sometimes. Of like, you feel lost. You don't know what your next move is. You don't know what you know because like you're kind of in uncharted territory. I know I am. So definitely in uncharted territory. Like all my decisions were made for me, basically. Like as long as I did what they said, as long as I did what the religion said, you know, I thought I was taken care of. If I did everything that the religion said and what the parents said and all that stuff, I thought that I'd be taken care of, but that was not the case. Um, that was not the case. Doing everything right didn't save me. Doing everything right didn't save me, and that's an important lesson. Um, I did everything they told me to do, and it didn't save me at all. So that's an important lesson for myself to remember. Is even though I did what I was told, it didn't save me at all. So, but anyways, that's all I want to say for tonight. I think. But I don't know if I should have made a video, but I just felt like I needed to vent some stuff out, um, because like growing up, I didn't really talk a lot. I didn't really speak my feelings a lot growing up. I didn't um, say what I felt a lot, growing up, because they made me think that anything I said or did or felt didn't matter. um, they made me feel that way. Like anything I felt, thought, whatever, did not matter. Coming from me, did not matter. So I had that mentality that anything I felt, thought, uh, any opinion I had did not matter, and they made me feel that way to make me afraid of voicing the way I felt. Because I felt a lot of stuff growing up, like this doesn't feel right, like I did a lot, I felt a lot of it that way growing up, like this doesn't feel right. Why are we doing this? You know, a lot of stuff in religion was just like this doesn't feel right. So, um, so I got a lot of religious bullshit to get through still, I guess. But I don't know. I still wonder why, like the whole why. Why was I born in such an impossible situation? Like, why was I born into that impossible situation? I don't know. You know, um, my friend keeps telling me not to keep rehashing that shit. We're past that shit. So um, I gotta move past the why and just keep going. Just forget the why of it all. Because there really was no why. It just didn't make sense. That's the end of it. So I got my ass kicked. That's the end of it. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say, I guess, for this video. I will talk to you later.